There's men haka. Up the high, not nice to call.
I stopped caring.
That's okay. No, you're good. You're actually done.
What?
You're done caring. You're done caring for our podcast. You're done caring for me. You're done caring with everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Forever.
Spider-Man.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, leave that in as the intro.
What intro?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Beards on Gaming, everyone. How you doing today?
Hi.
Today we have Into the Spiderverse.
And
Super Smash Brothers.
would you like to try that again?
No.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we've been playing quite a bit of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we
A bit too much Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
well, maybe you. I haven't been playing it as much.
Yeah.
And we also decided to dip out and see Into the Spiderverse.
Yes, which
So both themes of not a huge amount of depth, but damn fun to both play and damn fun to watch.
Yes.
So we have a theme of fun.
Actually, we should probably talk about Smash first, so we can keep it spoiler free for Spider-Verse till the end.
Yeah, okay. It was your idea to talk about Into the Spider-Verse first.
I know.
It's fine.
I just kind of fucked it up for both of us. I know that. I'm sorry.
I am just subject to your whims. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Smash Bros. How do you feel about it so far?
So I might be in a weird sort of position in that I really do like this game, but I've also really never properly played a Smash before.
Really?
I've played at moments. I've been over at a friend's house or had something set up, an otherwise public area, and be like, yeah, I can touch this for a second, and I immediately get my asshole blown out. Just because I had never touched it before and I had no idea what the hell was going on.
I feel Smash, though, you're able to do something regardless of how good or bad you are.
It really does feel like one of those things where most fighters nowadays, especially nowadays, people try to button mash through and the game just doesn't let you because most developers try to suppress that because they hate that.
Unless you're fighters.
Unless you're fighters. Unless you're an anime fighter, in which case square is your combo. But Smash does feel like one where it's like, you can play this at a high tier. People have demonstrated that. But you really, really don't have to. Penny Arcade even made the joke. It's like,
no items. Final Destination. Fox only.
It's not even relevant anymore.
Now every stage can be made into Final Destination.
No, I didn't know that.
Every stage can be made into Battlefield, which is 3 platforms, or Final Destination.
Fun.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, without understanding the history of Smash and, oh man, they got this character in, it's like, yeah, I recognize this character, I don't know the total significance of having them in Smash.
Yeah.
I'm just, as an outsider basically coming into this for the first time, I'm enjoying it. I am very much enjoying. The online mode needs some work because I expect you told me you need.
I haven't touched online.
You need to have the paid for Nintendo account.
Yes,
I decided to pay for a month just because fuck it, why not?
Okay. I hear a lot of people are complaining about it
because there is a significant lag in a game that requires precise button inputs to actually be good at it. So even when I made sure my Wi-Fi was fine, I made sure everything was connected, I made sure nothing else was downloading or streaming or what have you, and
it's just bad.
It's just bad. It was super laggy.
I'm wondering if it's because
my ping was reaching into the hundreds.
So many people doing it, or
I'm assuming so.
Because the Switch can handle games like that. They have Splatoon.
Yeah, it's not the Switch. It is just the servers that are dedicated for Smash. For Smash.
It's for Smash.
Smash.
I think that sounds more of a temporary problem to me.
It does, and it's also I'm only playing online mode, A, because I want to train a bit more, and I don't care about the opinions of randos.
Yeah.
And I need to see it because I'm going to talk about it on a podcast.
Yeah.
But really, I'm not going to play this game this is not going to be my game. It's not going to be one of those. You understand?
Yeah.
It's going to be a game I come over to your house and we fucking smash around as Bayonetta and Toon Link for a while.
There you go. As someone who's played every game except for the Wii U version, the combat has definitely improved. Mm-hmm. I like the adjustments they made to the combat overall. I like the new characters. There's quite a few new characters for me.
Which was the main
because
their main
I didn't play Wii U.
Yeah.
So I have a lot more characters coming in. Because there's only, I think 5 new ones.
Oh, really? Oh, actually new as opposed to...
I see, because I didn't play the last one, so it's hard for me to know. I know King K. Rool is brand new. I know Ridley's brand new. I know.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh.
Ridley was the big announcement.
I knew he was a big announcement, but I thought that was... I didn't know if he was...
I'm pretty sure Ken is brand new, but Ryu is not.
Well, yeah, Ryu's not brand new. I know that much.
Yeah. Ryu was a DLC fighter for Wii U.
Are we including people currently in the game or to come? Because I definitely know fucking Joker is new.
Oh no, Joker's not even out yet.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know if you were. I didn't know if you were including people who have been announced but yet to come, or people that are just currently in the game.
Currently in the game.
Okay, then I don't know.
I'm supposed to have Piranha Plant, but I haven't figured out how to get that to fucking work. I redeemed it and everything. It just doesn't show the fuck up.
Weird enough, I don't care.
Me neither.
Somehow, I'm not emotionally invested in this Piranha
But
Plant.
I have the Fighter's Pass, so I guess I'll get him eventually, regardless.
Okay.
I'm just more excited for Joker from Persona.
Yeah, that's actually fun. I like Joker.
But yeah, overall,
I'm sorry. I like how I played my Joker.
So as I told you before, I was re-listening to a lot of our old podcasts because I was very bored.
Yes.
I'm not going to explain where I was or what I was doing, but I was super bored for several hours.
It has something to do with the holidays.
Yes. Fuck the holidays. Anyway,
let me clarify this. By the by, we are going to actually be recording 2 podcasts today. You're going to hear one now and one in 2 weeks, like our usual.
Yeah.
Because the remainder of the holidays for us is going to be so hectic that we're probably not going to see each other.
Yeah.
So we both work jobs.
Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
fuck you.
Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays.
Oh.
Merry Saturnalia. I don't know. But we're recording 2 at the same time because we are actually going to be fucking decimated for the holidays.
So back to what I was saying.
Yes, sorry.
I
saw an opportunity to get that out of the way.
I was listening to our Mario Tennis Octopath Traveler one.
Yes, you did mention this.
Where one of the quotes I had from Mario Tennis was, this game is really solid. The gameplay is super solid and I love it. However, the single player is fucking terrible and I can't believe Nintendo would fucking release it in this condition.
And you had an epiphany.
And here's my review of Smash. the gameplay is solid and super awesome.
But what?
But the single player is fucking terrible.
Oh no!
And I can't believe Nintendo would release it in this.
When you say single player, I should clarify. You don't mean
I only talking about spirits.
Right, the story mode.
Everything.
The quote unquote story mode.
I'm talking about World of Light story mode. I'm talking about in spirits boards and spirits in fucking general. And before anyone says anything, it's not that I don't get them. I have super powerful spirits. I've been working at this for fucking weeks.
Uh-huh.
All right,
against my better judgment.
I have super powerful spirits. I have some of the most powerful spirits in the game right now. It's such a drag and so fucking awful to play.
Uh-huh.
That I just don't fucking want to.
Yeah, the small amount I played of story mode just seems so much like nothing.
It's challenge match after challenge match after challenge match, and
with no point.
What you don't see yet is the map is fucking huge.
Yeah,
it's bigger than it's fucking huge, man.
Yeah, I only played a bit, and I've just resolved to myself that the only reason I would play that is to unlock the characters, and I could. And if you,
here's what I did. I played
told me that I
5 to 10 challenge matches. And then left the adventure mode and got challenged by someone. Then I went back and played 5 to 10 challenge matches in that story mode. And then left and fought someone because I got a random challenge again. That's how I unlocked all the characters super fast.
Yeah.
Just days of me doing that.
Hey, I appreciate it. You have a full roster as opposed to me with 8 people.
Well, you're probably having fun with it, though.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had a horrible fucking time.
With this, yeah.
And the reason why I did that was because I had to review it. I understand the casual person might not do that.
You had to review it. You had to talk about this.
Yeah, so
I see what you're talking about, but yeah, it is very. Thankfully, what you told me that you can just play the Smash and online.
You don't need to touch spirits at all.
Yeah, you can just come back once every 5 matches or so, and you get a challenger that's super easy to beat, and you just get that person. All I ever want to do is just unlock the fighters so I can have them all. That's it.
Oh yeah, all you have to do is keep playing Smash. That's you have to do.
And
or you can play Classic mode, which I have my grievances with it because you don't get lives. Instead, you have to pay every time you want to do a life, and it brings the difficulty down for you, which I fucking hate.
Yeah.
But you do get super original bosses for a lot of them. So, like, Link fights Ganon.
Which is fun.
Simon fought Dracula, who actually had 2 forms, which was neat. Marth, for some reason, fights Rathalos, which I wasn't complaining. That was a kick-ass fight.
Fight a dragon. That's pretty standard for Fire Emblem.
So I was having fun with it. I haven't tried All-Star yet. I just found out it had an All-Star the other day.
Snake gets to fight Metal Gear.
Maybe, probably. They have their fucking graphics in the Shadow Moses stage. That's all they use, basically.
Snake.
You gonna make it?
Snake fights the bomb that's in Pass's vagina.
What?
Did you not know about that?
What?
Did you not? Okay, in the MGS5 thing, there's.
Oh shit! You're talking about the helicopter explosion.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's super fucked.
Yeah.
Because they didn't find her in her stomach, so where else would it be?
In her vagina. They literally said.
Did they?
Yeah, it was. Oh no, that was confirmed. It's like, and they're noticeably horrified. It's not like that's how quirky. It's like, no, they're fucking like, holy shit. But yeah,
it just Metal Gear pissed me off so
anyway,
much.
That's not what this is about. I'm just making a stupid joke.
Fucking balls.
Don't let your kids listen to this one.
Don't let your kids listen to any of them.
Yeah, what are you doing?
This is listening to the fucking Mario Tennis review. We talk about dicks throughout the entire fucking thing.
What are you talking about? No one listens to this.
But ultimately, yeah, I hate. That's another thing I hate. The menu. The menu's fucking awful.
I don't have an issue with it.
Well, it's your first one playing, but what you probably don't know is there's a lot of really cool modes like Classic and All-Star and all that, but you're not going to be able to find it unless you go digging for it.
Fair.
When before, the menus were not terrible.
I guess this one's basically based off the Wii U one, which I didn't play.
But yeah, it's pretty bad. And the last thing I'm going to complain about, because I know everyone fucking loves this game, no more trophies. So before, instead of spirits, there were trophies. You'd earn trophies. You could actually move them around and look at them. They'd be in the design that they were from their game. You can fucking examine them, and they'd have a description of that character in their game, and like all about them.
Right.
And I'd find out about so many things. That's how I found out about like Mother or Earthbound or whatever you want to call it.
Really?
Yeah, that's like all the information I had about that game or Fire Emblem or anything like that growing up was from Smash.
Okay, interesting.
So I'd like get these trophies and I'd read up. I just spend like forever reading up on these games. There is none of that in this. There's just clip art.
Yeah, the one thing I just didn't know that I wanted to expect anything more from. I just wanted to examine a lot of the fighters I had to a certain point. Like, whatever art you had, whatever moves they had, there doesn't seem to be a menu to be able to just do that instead of logging in. And
there used to be. Like, every time you'd win a mode,
and maybe I'm an idiot
with one of those characters, you get a trophy. And, like, you'll get 3 trophies in the old games. Like, 2 would describe the characters and, like, their games, and then 1 would describe how the fighter plays. So, like, you'd beat Classic, Adventure, and All-Star. With each character, and you get 3 different trophies, and that was amazing.
Now, granted, I am certain that I'm not exactly starved for this, because if I ever care to, I can probably go on the Smash Ultimate Wiki, and I will get bombarded with information about all these fighters.
I don't know, but you can look up any of the fighters on Wikipedia and find out that information.
But the fact that it's not in the game is detrimental. Yeah,
for me, they just replaced with clip art, and it just seems super fucking lazy to me, especially for the ones that actually have effects.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the effects are copy-paste.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, these 3 spirits over here all stop you from being affected by earthquakes. These 3 spirits over here all stop you from drowning. These 3 spirits over here all stop you from getting hit by wind.
Granted, for how many spirits that they wanted to have versus how many effects you could actually have for this
But that's the thing, they're all just fucking clip art. They're not anything more than clip art.
You're not wrong. They're very just disappointing.
Like, my best one is Zelda from Ocarina of Time. Well, it's not my best one. It's my favorite one to use. Because, A, she's a summon killer, and B, she's blue, so she fills up my blue spot. But I upgraded her from a child to an adult, which a few trophies, spirits you can upgrade. It says can be enhanced at level 99. Get that weird fucking look on your face,
can be aged to usefulness.
Oh my god. So I also have Zero, who you can upgrade from Zero Blaster to Zero Saber.
Okay.
There's these Fire Emblem characters from the recent remake. You can upgrade them to adults too. I'm not even gonna shut the fuck up, Mark.
What? That's the one that makes sense to me because it's already in the original game.
So is Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but that was a weird thing. Not whatever.
The time travel?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Whatever.
Ultimately, I really like... It's Smash, and I love Smash, and I love the characters that are in Smash.
I'm having fun playing it, so take that what it is.
The adventure mode and the classic mode, though, is a downgrade, no matter how you look at it. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be a downgrade. They don't even have unique bonus stages for everyone. Every bonus stage is always the same.
Yeah.
Like, in the original game, like, every character had their own, like, hit the targets, where there'd be hidden targets everywhere, and you'd have to utilize their full ability and moveset, and each character would have a unique one. So, like, Yoshi would have to fall off the arena, jump up as hard as he can, and throw an eggshell at the very last target to hit it.
Oh,
and none of these were mandatory.
Okay.
They just gave you extra score.
Right. And now everyone just has the same run through and hit the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I see how that can be disappointing.
It's very disappointing. And, I don't know. But ultimately, I love this game.
Yeah.
I love Smash. I shouldn't have played the way I did. Actually, I'm probably never going to touch Adventure Mode again.
That's fine. I don't think anyone's going to blame you.
Some people love it. Like, I actually, online and in real life, I've been going around and talking to everyone I can that has this game.
Uh-huh.
And I either get people saying they fucking hate this thing.
Like you do.
Passion, like me. Or people that passionately defend it. Passionately.
If there was maybe a bit more of a story to it, I might.
They're like, oh yeah, every fight's so unique and such a challenge, and I'm really loving it. Like, I don't get bored with it at all. And then me, like, every fight's just the same thing over and fucking over again, where you just find the one thing the game wants you to do to cheat the system, and you just do it over and fucking over again. So
yeah. So I'm not doing it either.
So I guess to each their own, but ultimately it is a downgrade. There's no way to not compare it to the GameCube Adventure Mode, which was a work of art, and this one, which is
just kind of there and sort of
it's
just
lazy.
A tedious grind.
It's 100% lazy, and I know some people might not see that way, but I'm sorry, it's what it is.
That's fine. All right. So I mean, I don't really have too many final thoughts. It's just I'm enjoying playing the game. I don't really have anything else to compare it to other than I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Playing with friends and randos online. It feels tight enough. At least in person, it feels tight enough that I'm having fun without needing to feel too much like, I don't know, how do I explain this? I don't feel the need to train too hard to actually make this work.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to take a second.
Find the character you're good with and get good with them.
Yeah.
So if you like Smash, you're going to get this game. If you don't like Smash, I would suggest getting this game. It is one of those games where you should always have it at your house for when people come down.
Or if you're a loner, like me.
You just like to play with yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. It was the game of the generation when it first came out, and it hasn't. It's just added more on since then. You could either be disappointed by the single player stuff, or you can just enjoy it for what it is, I suppose.
I'm assuming I'm enjoying it for what it is.
Me too. I'm not going to touch Adventure Mode again because honestly, I'd rather just play it to have fun.
But you and I are probably going to be playing this at least once every time I come down for a while now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And that right there tells you everything you need to hear about it.
It's super fun. It's super fun.
It's
there's
the game
there's
you
a lot of chaff that comes with it.
Like Mario Tennis. It's the game you fucking pull out when someone comes down and you just want to have fun with each other.
You just whip it out and have fun with each other.
Yeah. Whip out your junk, warrior. Whip out your junk, warrior.
Anyway.
Moving on to Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man.
Spoiler-free review.
No.
You don't want to do a spoiler-free review?
I mean, there's not too much to spoil.
There's a lot to spoil.
There's one thing to spoil.
So, I'm only going to talk about the information released in trailers. So, it's spoiler-free.
So it's pretty much what you could think it is. It's Ultimate Spider-Man with a lot of dimension hopping.
Is it?
A little bit. It's a composite of a lot of the origin stories of a good chunk of these guys.
So it's the origin story from Miles Morales.
One of them, yes.
Okay.
There's a couple variants.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Let's just focus on this. And let's not talk about the...
So it's basically kind of a love letter to like all the different Spider-Men and Spider-Woman.
The one.
I know there's more than one. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, we know. But for the purposes,
of this movie, there's only one Spider-Woman in this movie. I know.
There's two.
There's not.
Spider-Girl. Penny.
What is she called, though?
Penny.
I know she's Penny Parker. I know, but...
I think it's a weird, like, code thing. It's like SP/DR. Spider.
Okay.
Anyway.
For the rest of this review, there's only one Spider-Woman, and there's a Penny Parker.
Let's just go. Samantha, come on. So, like you said, it's a love letter to...
a lot of all the different Spider-Man versions. Like, every Spider-Man version you have ever heard or seen is possible in this universe.
Possible.
It's not represented in this movie.
Yeah, now that sequels and spin-offs of this movie have been announced, it is all possible, even though we mainly have the 6/7 of the Spider-Men.
Was there 6? Miles?
Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen, Penny, Spider-Pig, Noir. That's your main guys. And then...
Was there no one else?
I don't know, 7th one.
We don't talk about him.
Which one? Okay, true. And the 8th one. Anyway,
we don't talk about him either!
So it starts...
Or the 9th or the 10th!
So it starts off as actually a pretty bare bones origin story for Miles, which I am very happy to see Miles Morales as Spider-Man in a movie.
Yes.
As a proper feature film. And maybe there's been some animated
and he's
ones
not just another Spider-Man. He is his own character.
Yeah, he's actually a bit more... He has a bit more of a stable family life. He has, well, ironically, he has a bit more of a stable family life. He's a bit more well-off and promising than Peter was in his more down on his luck moments. He's a bit more of a rebel and a shithead, despite being still as brilliant as Peter was.
No, he's not as smart as Peter.
Is he not?
No, Peter was a fucking genius.
Miles Morales seems to be pretty fucking...
Miles Morales is not unintelligent.
Miles, did you just say?
I don't know. You have the recording.
Anyway.
Miles Morales is very intelligent. He's a very intelligent kid.
He's not quite
Peter Parker is genius level intelligence.
He's Stephen Hawking on Adderall.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not fucking joking. Peter Parker is one of the most intelligent people in his universe.
You wouldn't know this to watch this movie. Anyway,
Well,
so the end of the plot is...
That's a lot of his problem, though. He's just not happy. He's super intelligent. He has all this power.
His life as Spider-Man is fine. His life as Peter Parker kind of...
He keeps getting himself into fuck-ups, though. That's always Spider-Man's thing.
We haven't actually really talked about the movie.
We are not, yeah.
So it starts off as a pretty bare-bones Miles Morales origin story. It's pretty much what you think. His dad's a cop. His mom's overbearing. He's going to this one shitty school, which I don't know has been... Well, I say shitty school. It's a really prestigious academy where
he doesn't like it there. He's feeling a lot of pressure. He's feeling like he can't do this. He's feeling like a failure to his family.
No, it's not that. He feels perfectly fine. He's doing well if he actually applies himself.
Yeah.
It's that he feels like, I don't belong here.
Okay.
He feels it's a bit more like, I'm not one of the people. This is an elitist piece of shit school, and I want to be more down to the streets.
Did he say that?
He said elitist at one point.
Okay.
And he wants to be more down to the streets like his uncle.
As you could tell, this story is the whole school story is quickly tossed aside.
I don't want to say it's tossed aside. It performed what it needed to perform.
Yeah.
And so we eventually are treated to, he stumbles into this one area. He gets bitten by a spider, which we'll get into, because I did find out something about that spider that you had questions about.
Okay.
And he quickly gets, the Spider-Man thing of, my hands are sticky, I'm growing trust, I'm going through puberty. He keeps saying that over and over again. And I don't think
it's not puberty.
I don't think you know how puberty works, son. And then he discovers this thing that Kingpin is doing, because Kingpin, looking like a thumb with a face, is spending an egregious...
He's a literal brick shit house.
He's spending an egregious amount of money to build a dimension machine.
Yeah.
That proper Spider-Man, attempts to stop and fucking dies in the process.
Yes.
And you think...
I thought...
It was...
When
he was unmasked and showed it was a blonde,
blue-eyed... It was a blonde Spider-Man. I thought it was the Spider-Man clone, and I thought that's what they're going for. I thought...
Ben Reilly, you said.
I don't know if it's Ben Reilly, but...
That was the name I looked up.
Okay, so Ben Reilly...
It's not him.
I thought that's what they're going for, and I thought the new villain, the Prowler was going to be Peter Parker.
No, that is not the case.
Because that's...
Well, I knew the Prowler wasn't... I knew what the Prowler was.
Okay, I didn't, that's what I thought they're going for because I saw blonde Peter Parker.
I had not
The only reason why Peter Parker is blonde is to distinguish him from another Peter Parker. That's
which
literally the only reason.
Which this is... That's what this is. That's what this is. By the way, I knew who Prowler was the second I heard the name. I just didn't know that was the design.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what
all
that
the characters have a very different designs than what you expect.
But the secondary thing of this is the dimension thing kind of works and ends up dragging a bunch of spider people to this dimension, most notably Peter B. Parker from the OC universe.
Yep.
And he's kind of a mid-40s, pudgy shitbag.
Kind of a Spider-Man in his lowest moment.
It's very much like the Peter Parker of Miles' original universe. They demonstrate that he's very well off. He's in a very happy marriage to MJ. He's very successful, saving the day all the way. And the Peter Parker in the OC universe is kind of...
Not. And then it's Spider-Gwen that's literally just Spider-Gwen from the Spider-Gwen series.
No one from the... Outside of Peter and Miles... outside of Peter B. Parker and Peter A. Parker, I guess. Miles, whatever. Those guys are a little bit different. Everyone else in their respective universes, I believe, nothing has changed about their stories.
Yeah. All right. So
you get Spider B Parker, Spider-Gwen, and then you get the three weirdos. You get Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
You get Penny Parker, who's a
and then Spider-Pig.
Spider-Pig.
Yeah.
Does whatever a Spider-Pig does. Was
he Spider-Pig or Spider-Ham?
He was Spider-Pig.
Okay.
He was Peter Porker.
He was bitten by a radioactive pig. That's what it was.
Yeah, he was a spider that was bitten by a radioactive pig.
Was it?
Yes.
And is that what it is?
And there's a freeze frame of Noir and Penny when they're all selling the origin stories together being like, what?
Yeah, you're going to hear origin stories a lot.
Which it's notably, this is all played for laughs.
Yeah.
No one is taking this.
Every single time they do an origin story, they always go, okay, let's do this one last time.
Okay, but hold on. No, real for this time. And it's only the one time is that true. And even then. But as soon as... This movie is funny beforehand, but as soon as the other three show up, stop taking this seriously.
It just becomes a giant comedy.
It's a fun movie all the way through, but as soon as those guys show up, it is entirely...
I had a good time. I think this movie has... Yeah, I think it does have heart. I think
absolutely.
It opens up the door for a lot of things.
It definitely does.
I think the villains are really unique and could be used more of.
But I think that's part of the thing. Is like we're going to see. By the by, I was also wrong in my guess of who that the dude was because I had entirely forgotten that character.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miles is a character trying to juggle with who he is and what he's coming from, and he kind of mirror images Peter Parker, who kind of didn't do it right.
He kind of fucked up.
Yeah, he kind of fucked up.
But it's also, everyone establishes that it's like every one of these five have already gone through their origin story.
Yeah.
This is just another day for them.
Miles is the only new one.
Miles is the origin story right here.
Because all of them are basically just Peter Parker.
Because a character dies and everyone is like, yeah, sucks, doesn't it?
Alright, so ultimately, it's
Spoilers.
a good movie. I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Yep.
I'd also give
It's super fun. Don't expect to be taking it too seriously. This isn't another Spider-Man movie. This is a Spider-Man animated movie.
You're going to get a new experience by watching this. This isn't just going to be a run-of-the-mill Spider-Man movie.
And as soon as Avengers is finished up, and that part of that is done, when the actual serious Marvel stuff is done, I want this to be more like the main thing.
I enjoyed this more than a lot of Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like MCU movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go see it. Like, even if you're not that big into Spider-Man, it is just a fun movie to watch.
It is a gorgeous movie to watch. It is a very fun movie to watch. They absolutely both. It almost seems like everyone involved in this had a blast making it. So now spoilers.
5. We're going to spoiler review in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Uncle Ben dies.
1. Tom Hardy's been this fall.
Did I ever tell you about that?
No, wait, you said it on a podcast once.
Did I?
Yeah.
Of the guy who was like walking out of I was like, how old must I have been when I went to go see
No,
Spider-Man?
you didn't tell me this one.
It was the first Sam Raimi one, the one with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
That Spider-Man movie. It was like standing outside waiting to go in, and some guy came out of the movie theater like, "Hey guys, Uncle Ben dies," and he's like trying to be that asshole.
Yeah.
And like, "Oh man, I can't believe Darth Vader's Luke's father." But no one reacted because it's like, yeah, that's the point, asshole.
I've only seen him survive once.
Yeah, and it was anyway, we'll not talk about that.
Yeah.
So I guess spoiler review from here on in. If you are aware, like me, of the character the Prowler and Miles Morales, it's his uncle.
I wasn't.
You weren't? Okay. So yeah, Aaron Davis is Miles Morales' uncle, who is usually a shitbag who is meant to entirely be disconnected from Miles' dad and from Miles himself.
Yeah.
Just a straight up villain.
Yeah.
Like nothing redeemable about him. In this, he's more of a more sympathetic character who's kind of a composite.
I was actually caught off guard by the whole moment when he actually did find out it was Morales.
I didn't expect him to go that route. I actually thought they were going to bear down and just have him be a villain.
He was either going to be...
So what happens is, it's Prowler, he's after Miles because he saw Kingpin's thing. He doesn't see Morales.
He's the Prowler. He's hired by Kingpin to do his dirty work.
He's
tasked with killing the new Spider-Man.
And he only sees that's Miles when Miles takes off his mask for a second. And he's like, "Fuck," and he doesn't go through with it.
And Kingpin is yelling at him to go through with it. He slowly
puts
the mask on the kid's face, which I was just like, "What the fuck is going to happen?"
I thought that was going to be a thing. Like, he has stopped seeing him as Miles.
Yeah,
he's just Spooderman,
and he just backs up. I thought he was going to push him off the fucking roof when he backed up and put his hands up, but he got fucking shot.
Yeah, Kingpin just fucking shoots him, which I'm curious as to why Kingpin didn't shoot Miles.
Yeah, right.
But still,
he shoots the fucking Prowler from behind, and he dies. And it's the only time in the movie where I actually grab my face, because I don't get shocked in movies much anymore.
I was not expecting that. Yeah,
that is the most tense scene I have seen in a long time.
I don't think I was shocked, but I was surprised that was the route they were going.
Yeah.
Especially just because, like I said, the symbolism before seems like he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Or at least try, because you can't have Miles fucking die midway through the movie. But yeah, so he is now a composite character of Aaron Davis, kind of a shitbag, kind of an antagonist role.
He's Uncle Ben.
But he is also Uncle Ben, the literal uncle who has to die to be the main character's tragic backstory.
Oh, what a tragic backstory.
Oh man, that's hardcore.
Alright, so...
so I want... Can we just segue? I hate to segue.
We're going to segue a lot, because this movie is a lot of neat moments. We're going to jump...
I'm reminded of fun things.
Prowler's fun. We're going to jump to another fun character now.
Noir.
Spider Cage.
Spider Cage, yeah.
Spider-Man Noir is played by Nick Cage.
I was very happy when I first saw that Noir was going to be in this movie, because I love Noir's design.
Yeah.
I love Noir how he is. But I was also like, this seems to be kind of a light tone. I don't want this guy to be like too serious.
But he is super serious, and it's super funny.
But then I remember one of my favorite tropes is comically serious. Is the person who is just not fucking reacting. Half the reason I love the new God of War is because Kratos is just reacting to stupid shit happening around him. But anyway, Noir is fucking hilarious. His reaction to... He takes like the hard-boiled private eye approach and does the... I can't explain it. I can't explain that it is...
Miles comes in and tells everyone about his uncle, and Noir just goes... Oh man,
this is a hardcore backstory.
This is a hardcore backstory.
Oh man, and it's like stop, shut up, just shut up. He's looking at a fucking Rubik's cube, like,
is this red? No,
it's purple. No. And he takes it with him.
Oh, but everything to him is super serious and super like
he's an edgelord.
Yeah,
and they have played it as such. It's like, man, this guy's super fucking edgy, and oh my god, better not cut yourself on that edge.
Believe it or not, looking back on it, I think the only character they don't really go into very much is Penny Parker. She's just kind of...
She has her moments. But
she has her moments, but it's mostly just her eating.
This is going to sound really weird. She has a bunch of snacks.
She doesn't really have a moment until...
It's an anime girl piloting a robot. You've seen this.
Yeah, but she doesn't really have a moment until the end. Until then, she's just seen doing really cool stuff.
It's fun.
And I mean by really cool, I mean animu, really flashy, cool stuff.
But then again, that's kind of the true for a lot of them. all three of those kind of
weirdos. They're introduced late, and they're mostly played up there for laughs.
And I'm kind of hoping they have their own thing. I want to see Noir.
I want you to have this mallet. It fits in your pocket.
It'll fit in your pocket. By the way, I think you were surprised to find that was John Mulaney.
I heard that beforehand. I just forgot.
Apparently, I haven't watched it yet, but apparently for the first couple instances, they just let him go nuts.
Yeah.
But he also wasn't told that this movie was for kids. So I'm going to find that clip and have you listen to John Mulaney going nuts as Peter Parker.
Let's jump into something more serious. Let's jump into Peter Parker, depressed Peter Parker.
Fun.
He's basically a Spider-Man after everything happens and his life just goes to shit. MJ leaves him because
for very realistic reasons.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have kids, and I get why he doesn't want to have kids.
Spider-Man. I'm fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's been through fucking a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if Aunt May's alive in his universe.
No, they specifically say Aunt May passed away.
Okay.
So he's alone.
So it was a really weird meeting for both of them then.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I mean, Aunt May's already met 3 other people. But
yeah, it's whatever.
I don't think... Wait, Noir's not even Peter Parker, is he?
You know he is.
Is he?
Yeah, it's just Peter Parker from a different time period.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
But yeah, so... I like his character.
I like old, beating the hell out Spider Hobo.
Yeah, hates the world and everything.
That's a bit much. He's just kind of a loser right now.
Yeah. Spider-Gwen, I feel like, was just kind of there.
Token girl.
She was there to be, like, the cool one and the competent one.
Well, it's Spider-Gwen. Outside of Miles, she's the other most popular Spider.
Like, I haven't read Spider-Gwen.
No, have I. I just heard I hear it's good.
She's a really cool design.
Yeah.
And I would like to get into it. I have a hard time getting into comics because I'm like, okay, where do I start?
Where do I go? What's happening?
But yeah, she's all right. She's there. I feel like she's no one's given obviously as much time as Spider-Man and Miles.
Yeah, she's just kind of for a lot of that. I don't know how to describe like a very generic girl character. Like more mature to
It's done worse a lot of other places.
Oh, but absolutely. But it's
in this one, it's fine.
It's fine here, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe she has her own thing.
She's basically the straight, quote unquote, man. She's basically the straight man through a lot of the other characters' antics.
Yeah.
Spider-Ham's fun, as we said.
Spider-Ham.
I think we went through them all.
Yeah, we went through them all.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Oh, besides. So here's how you confirm that there's a sequel.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man
Miguel,
one of my actual favorites.
Spider-Man 2099.
Spider-Man 2099. Miguel O'Hara
is at the end credits scene, which I'm glad I stayed
post credits scene, by the way.
Yeah,
if you get past the mid credits, stick around if you want to see this because it's fucking worth it.
I don't know how I feel about his voice.
It's you know who it is?
Who?
Oscar Isaac, who is fucking what's his name? Poe in the new Star Wars.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It's him. He's kind of cool.
I like him. I like his I like him so far. I don't know how I feel about his computer. I hate the way his computer looks.
It's just kind of a thing.
Granted, it's probably at the same level of stupid as Marilyn Monroe, but at the same time...
It's a different kind of stupid.
The fuck? I
get it, but it's like, I'm sure...
She's wearing those stupid-ass shutter shades, and she's wearing a fur jacket, and you're just kind of like... Who the fuck are you? First, I thought it was Doc Ock.
Oh yeah, because there's a different Doc Ock here.
Yeah, okay. Doc Ock's a woman,
that's it.
It's basically just Doc Ock.
It's Doc Ock again. She just looks kind of weird.
Doc Ock gender bender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Doc Ock. She had the same hair color. I couldn't really see her eyes through the fucking shutter shades.
It's not that she had the same hair color. It's the same like face design. Very thin,
that too.
Very thin, very pointy. But no, it's just his computer and he. By the by, that comes back to the spider. The spider that bit Miles.
Yeah.
You can see on it that it says Alchemax 42. Alchemax is the megacorp that Miguel works for.
It's from Spider-Man 2099?
It's from 2099.
Oh,
so
shit.
Miguel is probably behind, to some extent, is the center tying every spider together. And we're going to get more into that. And he says, go back to the beginning.
Miguel doesn't have the same powers as Miles, though. Miles has new powers.
Right. I get that.
Miles can conduct electricity.
I think they call it Venom Strike. Not in this movie, but in his thing, he calls it a Venom Strike.
And he can also turn invisible.
Which is awesome.
which they don't really explain how. But
a camouflage.
Okay, but yeah, so a weird spider from a different universe bites them.
There are spiders that have camouflage. It's fine, whatever.
Sure, I guess.
not like chameleon camouflage, but
because Miguel's he doesn't stick to walls. He has talons that come out of his fingers.
Yeah, because it's edgy.
And he has fangs.
And it's future.
Yeah, he has fangs that paralyze people when he bites them. He has talons that come out of his fingers. He's not as strong as Peter. Mm-hmm. But I think he produces his own weapon. I'm not 100% certain on that, though.
I remember he's a thing in because Alchemax is like this huge genetic.
He works for them.
He worked for them, and then some shit went down in which
I think he eventually takes over the company, though.
I don't know about that. I just know that he goes against them.
I know he eventually ends up starting his own Avengers.
That's fun.
And he's given Thor's hammer as a sign of authority.
We're making a lot of like things about Miguel based on the comics because he is just a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But he's super fun, and it leads to the best scene in the movie. He goes back to the beginning.
If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it either. Because it is honestly the one thing I will absolutely not spoil. It is fucking hilarious.
I think you were cracking up so fucking hard.
I was cracking up on the ride home thinking about it. It is the fucking best.
Oh, so wow.
And it's not. Here's the thing: if I had seen it normally, I wouldn't react to it. But the fact that it was in the movie.
I'll tell you something I don't like about this movie. I don't like the blur effects they use. They really hurt my eyes.
I can see that. I was fine with them.
They had a lot of like
that as an artistic choice.
Yeah, I got that. I actually thought that we accidentally stepped into a 3D movie at some point. It was that bad.
Okay. I didn't have that issue.
I don't know if this is a problem with the movie, so I'll leave this as tentative, but there was a lot of moments where you just couldn't fucking hear what the character said because of the sound.
Yeah, the sound mixing was very, like, effects of the action scene happening around them were drowning out dialogue, and it was very problematic.
Which, if this is a problem with the theater we saw it in, I can understand, so I'm going to leave it tentative, but...
We saw it at Regal Cinema...
RPX, which specializes in their sound, which you think would make it so their audio is clearer, but I don't know. Maybe
it is with them, maybe it's with the movie, I'm not sure. That was just the experience that we had. But ultimately, this is a very fun movie. Don't go in expecting too much groundbreaking material.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to be rushed too, but a lot of the rush...
Because they're trying to demonstrate, like, we're trying to establish a lot of things for the next movies.
Yeah, a lot of the rush, though, is played up for laughs. They're like, yeah, we're rushing it. We don't care.
Yeah, whatever. Hi, I'm Peter Parker, and you probably know the rest.
But
so super fun. But that's kind of the theme of this podcast. Like, yeah, there's a lot of flaws to this, but
the graphics were neat in a comic book style, not perfect way.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah. But if you're on the fence, go see it. I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5. Beards. Mark just gets so bummed every time I say beards out of 5.
I really do. I talked into my arm if you couldn't hear me. All right.
Thanks for joining us.
And you'll probably, if you're listening to this 2 weeks from now, you'll be hearing from us again in just a minute. If not, see you in 2 weeks. I'm not sure what I was trying to do there.
Peace, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, gosh.